Welcome to MTG Ectoplasm, your home for spirit travel and Magic the Gathering. I'm your host, Dwight, aka D Blanco, a medium that wears an extra large. You can reach out to me on Twitter at MTG Ectoplasm, or you can email me directly at mtgectoplasm@gmail.com. Let me know how am I doing. Am I doing a good job, a bad job, or maybe I shouldn't quit my day job? Now it's time to bring in the young lady who helps produce the show. She does all the little widgets and doohickeys that you're seeing right now. The one, the only, the ravishing Renata. How you doing there, ravishing?
I'm doing quite well.
Hey, you been good?
Good.
I know you were with me all this weekend. This past weekend was the pre-release for March of the Machine. Not Machines, but March of the Machine. All I know is a lot of people were at their LGSs because, right now, literally about good 10 minutes away, there are 3 separate LGSs, actually 4 LGSs, and then farther away, there's ones that are good friends of mine, and they were basically sold out. A lot of people were excited for this new set, and it's amazing. You and I did the travels, we did the rounds, unfortunately, because my mom had medical issues. I was only able to play only on one day, which I ended up getting this little wonderful card, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But let me just tell you, I had a great time speaking to people out there, players, business owners, the LGS owners specifically. But I think it's time. We were sitting there, all of us, scratching our heads. I saw a couple Spirit players, and we're like, what cards did stand out? And there's 3. There's 3 personally I think are going to stand out, thanks to my friend Andre Segura, the Spirit Master. There's a video that he has posted out right now. He has all 3 cards in there, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I know one caught him more by surprise than any other one, and this is the one. I'm just gonna we'll come back to that one now. Ravishing, let's get this thing started, shall we? Let's get this party started. Let's look at the first card here. The first card we have here from March of the Machine that I'm saying is going to be a big deal for Spirits is Surge of Salvation. Now, you're going to go, Blake, this is nothing new. This is nothing breaking. You know, I know, we both know. The professor from the Tellurian Community College, I'm not going to call him Brian yet because, we're not friends yet. I want to be a friend. I want to be acquaintances eventually. But he mentioned this card. Now, he didn't mention it for Spirit specifically, but he did mention it for certain other decks. And I and Andre, we saw this. We both posted it at the same time on Twitter, and we were like, oh, this is a joyful, gleeful card for Spirit players. So let's read this card, shall we? Surge of Salvation. 1 white mana, it's an instant. Thank God it's an uncommon here. You and permanents you control, not permanent, but permanents you control, gain hexproof until end of turn, prevent damage that black or red sources would deal to creatures you control this turn. Now, I'm going to give you just a hype, just a question out here, and already the answer. Right now, what is the top deck in Pioneer? What is the toughest deck that we have the hardest matchups for? Do you see what I'm talking here? Black and red, Rakdos. We're talking about Rakdos Sacrifice, Rakdos mid-range. This is a tough matchup for Spirit players. And, here we go. Something that sits there and gives us the individual, us the player, hexproof. Gives our creatures protection from black and red, indestructible. It just prevents all damage. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. The reason why I say these is because, say if they have a Shilrid that's attacking. Usually, most of the time, we're like, this sucks. I'm going to lose my cards. No, we can multi-block, get rid of that damn thing, cast this Surge of Salvation, and bye, Shilrid. Bye-bye. Adios. Arrivederci. Wonderful. Now, Say we're on the play, we're on turn one, and next thing you know, it's their turn. They put the black mana out there. Oh, next thing you know, they're gonna Thought-Seige us. No, 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 no. You know what happens? That's right. When we play Shield of the Surge of Salvation, guess what? We have hexproof. No, 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 that Thought-Seige. No, not today, my friend. Oh, you want me to sacrifice a creature? Not today, my friend. What a beautiful, beautiful card. Unfortunately, it's such a great card, but I don't see it in the main. I actually see it, unfortunately, in the sideboard. But who am I to complain? We have been dealing with Slip Out the Back. We've been doing Loren's Escape, which I've been the one of the few people going, hey, I love this card. This is a great card, right? We gotta be honest here. This is hands down not replacing. I mean, why wouldn't you? Just saying. So let me know your thoughts. Reach out to me at MTG Ectoplasm on Twitter. On Twitter, just specifically, because I want to hear your thoughts on Surge of Salvation. Is it the brouhaha? Is it the cat's meow? Is it the bee's knees? You tell me. Reach out to me on MTG Ectoplasm. Ravishing, shall we see the next beautiful card? And there it is. Errant and Giada. Now you're going to go, Dwight, whoa, hold on, my friend. Hold on. Did you bump your head? As you see, look at this dome. Yeah, I hit my head a lot. Yes. Why did I hit my head? Because, let's look. Errant and Giada. One generic, a white and a blue, legendary creature. Not bad, right? Not bad for that 3-mana spot. This is the part where all of us are going to go, Oi, spirits, Watsy, why did you do it to us? It's a human angel. Human angel. How many times have you seen a human and an angel be white blue together? No. It's a spirit thing. I'm going to keep on going. Why it's a spirit thing? Ready? Flash. Spirit thing? Flying. Definitely a spirit thing. Angels, they fly. Now, you may look at the top card of your library at any time. We've seen this one time in Spirits. Cemetery Illuminator, correct? Just saying. You may cast spells with flash or flying from the top of your library. Well, I wonder what deck could use this the most, especially in white and blue. I'm just throwing it out there. Spirits, right? On top of that, it's a 2/3, just like Spell Queller. So what I'm going to say is, even though Errant and Giada realistically is a human angel, I'm going to give it a pass for now. I'm going to say, they're going to come into the brotherhood, the sisterhood, and they're going to go, we may not be spirits, but you know what? We're going to join your little party here. And you know what? Join the party. They should. Now, like I mentioned before, Andre Segura, he put a video out like yesterday showing the power of certain cards in the last set, the March of the Machine. Let me just tell you, Errant and Giada, I am still skeptical about it, but man, the way it sings, the way it flies, the way it allows us. You know how I keep on saying the wonderful thing about spirits is it does protect other creatures. That's what we do. That's how we do. We counter spells, right? Because we're a bit of a control deck in a weird kind of sense. But what's the major flaw? The number one flaw in anything that we do in spirits, realistically, is card draw, card advantage. Well, guess what? The second line underneath flash and flying, you may look at the top card of your library at any time. That's very nice, right? But the last key sentence is the piece de resistance, as the French would say. You may cast a spell with flash or flying from the top of your library. Really? Oh, let me look at the top. Oh, it's a rattle chain, so I can protect my creature. Oh, it's a spell queller. I can do this. Oh, what? What? And the best part is our opponents aren't really expecting this card from us. when they see it hit the board, they're like, oh, it does make sense. But it's not usually the number one target they're going to go for. And me personally, I'm happy about that. I'd rather you hit out other things because I want to sit there and be able to what? Play Mausoleum Wanderer. Oh, you know what? I have a card. Mausoleum Wanderer. I want to play a Selfless Spirit if I have to. For ish and giggles, maybe I need to put a Spectral Sailor onto the battlefield. Let me just tell you. Realistically, right now, the way I plan to compose my deck, I'm actually going to an LGS later on this evening. Thank you, Ravishing, for allowing me to do so. I wish I had two. I have none of this card right now. I have them on pre-order. But I'm getting two of these, and I'm going to put them in a certain particular slot at a later name date where I'm going to show you my latest update to my deck. I'm going to probably do that episode this weekend. So you can see where my mindset is with the new cards. Hands down, this card, I want to love it. I want to love it. I think it's a great card, but just because it's not a spirit, it's just something in my head is like, it doesn't feel right. But man, ladies and gentlemen, Boo Crew, I gotta be honest with you, pretty damn good. It's a pretty damn good card. So, Ravishing, shall we see what's next? Oh, there you go. Tell us about this.
We have our MTG Ectoplasm store. You can find it at www.mtgectoplasm.com. We have shirts that come in all sizes and colors for men and women, and we also have coffee mugs.
There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee mugs. You can't beat that. Everything tastes better on this coffee mug. I'm just saying. Let me get more myself. Delicious. Now, like I said, this past weekend I had issues because my mother having leukemia and she's in the hospital and she's having tubes put in her left and right. But unfortunately, after all this stress that I had to deal with work as a nurse and dealing with my mother being in the hospital, I was like, you know what? I need to take a break. I decided to go to my LGS, one of my LGSs, and I ended up playing some pre-release. While I was sitting there opening my packs and everything, I saw a particular card, and I'm like, eh. And we were all sitting there, all of us players were talking, and we're like, what do you think of battle? What do you think of these battle cards? And I'm like, honestly, it's just another gimmick. Maybe it will be good. Maybe it's going to be another, planeswalker type of thing where one's going to be breaking the set. Who knows what's going to happen because, we saw what happened with companion cards. Some became overly powerful, and then guess what? Booted they went. So my thing is, are we going to end up seeing the same thing when it comes to the battles? Well, as I'm opening my mouth, talking excrement, I end up getting this card right here. And I'm like, I am running white. Let me see. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't seem that bad. But as I playing it, So, Ravishing, let's look at it, shall we? And here it is. Invasion of Gobakhan. It's a generic in white. It's a battle siege for 3 mana. 3 battle damage, you could say. As a siege enters, choose an opponent to protect it. So that means they can block this thing. Block our attacks for it. You and others can attack it. Obviously, this is something they considered for Commander. When it's defeated, exile it, then cast it transformed. Cast it transformed. The transformed version is Light Shield of Array. Shall we keep on reading? When Invasion of Gobakhan enters the battlefield, look at target opponent's hand. Okay, not bad. You may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. Okay. A spell cast this way costs 2 more to cast. 2 generic more to cast. So, I get to look at an opponent's hand, exile it, and I put a tax on it. Okay, not bad, not bad. Right. Now let's look at Light Shield of Array. So if I defeat it in 3 damages. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that attacked this turn. Okay. Sacrifice Light Shield Array. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible. Watsy, who are you making this for? I see a lot of monks and warriors and soldiers here, and definitely humans. But you may have screwed up, because this, wink wink nod nod, is perfect for whom? Ravi, should take a wild guess. Which tribe I'm seeing there that may benefit from this card?
Spirits, maybe?
Bravo! Bravo, Ravishing. Bravo. Ravishing. Ravishing hit it on the door. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Spirits benefits from this card. Let me show you cards that are very similar to this, and you're gonna go, well, Dwight, you're not really singing its praises. You gotta be skeptical. So, Ravishing, let's look at what cards are very comparable to this. Now, when it comes to the invasion of Gobakhan, it's very similar to Elite Spellbinder. It's a generic. It's 2 generic and 1 white. A 3/1 human cleric. Flying, and it has the same thing when Elite Spellbinder enters the battlefield. Look at opponent's hand. Okay. You may exile a non-land card from it. Exactly the same. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it, and the spell casts 2 mana more. Exactly the same card. Now, notice one thing. Yeah, it's a cleric. It's a human. It's a 3/1 flyer. Not bad. But it's the 3 mana. But you're going to go, Dwight, this makes sense because if it's a creature, it should cost 1 more. You're right, it should. But we're dealing right now with Invasion of Gobakhan, that's 2 mana. Not bad. Now, on the flip side, where it's called, let me just want to make sure, it's a Light Shield of Array. It's very comparable to Lorant's Escape, a card that I sit there and, I pounded the table for, pounded the desk for. Why is it similar? Well, it says target artifact or creature gains hexproof and indestructible. Difference is that Light Shield Array creatures. Multiple, not just 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. All creatures. And then on top of that, whenever a creature attacks, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So you're telling me my creatures get bigger? They benefit for attacking? And especially spirits who have evasion that can fly over and take advantage? I don't know, Ravishing. I don't know. What deck did you say that would benefit from this?
Spirits.
Yeah, 100% agree. So Ravishing, when we bring up the slide, and let's take a deeper dive in this. By looking at our opponent's hand, we actually know what's coming up. If you play this by turn 2, say they have a Shillerud in their hand, which is 4 mana, it now turns into what? 6 mana. Maybe they have a Giada in their hand because they're playing Angels. Instead of 2 mana, oh no, it turns to 4 mana. I don't know. Maybe if they're playing Supreme Verdict, that's 3 mana, turns into 5 mana. This here helps us set up or find the answers that we need and screw over our opponents. Honestly, this here is a white Thought-Seige. That's what I'm calling this card. It may be 1 mana more, and I'm not dealing, I'm not taking 2 points of damage. But to me, Hands down, this is a white version of Thought-Seige. And because it's a Battle Siege, I'm going to nickname it Thought-Seige. What do you think of that pun?
It was very funny.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. We're all doing no reasons here. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this Thought-Seige is amazing. Because I know I just took a key card from my opponent's hand, put a tax on it, saying, "Hey, buddy, you want to play it, Mr. or Mrs. You want to play more? You're going to have to do that if you want to play that card." On top of that, I know what you're going to do in the next 2 to 3 plays, so I can prepare, I can attack, I can block, I can set up the direction and set up my lines that I have to do against you. Holy bejeez, this is great. This is a phenomenal card. Now, once again, I'll repeat. If you have seen Andre Segura's video, Andre, you're gonna love me because I'm sending everyone to this channel, to your channel, to watch you play this invasion of Gobakhan. Excuse me. But the damage, 3, is next to nothing. It's nil, you could say. Reason why I say that is turn 1, okay? You put a Mausoleum Wanderer onto the battlefield. The opponent's like, oh, well, I don't like that. Turn 2, I play an Invasion of Gobakhan. I get to look at my opponent's hand, and then I can choose, which line I'm going to do. And on top of that, I'm going to remove one of their key cards from their hand, and they're going to have to pay a wonderful tax for it. Bye-bye. And then guess what? Because it's still my turn, I get to attack, and guess what? Oh, it went from 3 battle to 2 battle. Woo! Damage has been done. Then, following my next turn, I don't know. Maybe I play Rattle Chains. Maybe I do, I don't know, Selfless Spirits, Shackle Guys. Maybe they do something on my turn where I have the Spell Queller, right? By turn 3. I then attack with my Mausoleum Wanderer. Guess what? It's gone. The evasion is gone. It now flips to Light Shield Array. And guess what? Because I attacked that turn, oh no! My Mausoleum Wanderer gets what? A +1/+1 counter. So now if I have to sit there and sacrifice my Mausoleum Wanderer to counter a spell, my opponent now has to pay 2. What? Dude, this card just got better. It's amazing. And on top of that, you sacrifice it to, I don't know, protect my creatures. So say if I do have Spell Queller on the battlefield and I have to sit there and protect the cards, protect those creatures, I'm going to do it by sacrificing it. And sometimes I may not even want to do it so I can have my army get tokened up and start smashing my opponent. Let me just tell you, Boo Crew. Boo Crew, Boo Crew, Boo Crew. This is the card that we didn't even know that we even wanted. This is a hidden gem that nobody right now is talking about it. I'm going to tell you right now, go to your LGSs, hands down, Boo Crew, do yourself a favor. Try to get a playset as quickly as you can. Because guess what? I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be running 3 in my main board. I know some of you are like, well, you're going to run 3? Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm running 3 in my main board. Unfortunately, the problem is trying to fit room. I've already decided, hands down, that guess what? The Lorenz Escape, gone. You slip out the back, gone. Shore up, gone. That's 2 spots in there. The question is, do I take out a Spell Queller, or what other card do I take out? My thing is, I'm actually considering putting 4 in a deck instead of just 3, and taking out the Selfless Spirits because my deck runs 2 Selfless Spirits. I'm considering running 4 of these in there. And the thing is, people are like, well, you may be thinking that's too much. Really? Thought-Seige? You mean I can sit there and remove a card from their hand and they're going to have to pay more tax? And I know what's coming eventually? And if I do bang this out, do the damage, my creature gets huge? And I get to protect it? Oh, come on. I know, we both know. This little piece of cardboard is going to change spirits like we've never seen before. I am excited, especially in Pioneer. Now, for those in Modern, they go, well, do I, how do you feel? Honestly, I don't know. I gotta try it out. All I know is I went to a pre-release. To me, I went to a pre-release to me and near me, and I did well. That Invasion of Gobakhan was amazing, 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 amazing. Now, play testing it, going to them like my friends, LGS, going against toe to toe with different decks. Wow, just wow. I'm happy. I'm very very happy with this card. The question is, will you? I want to know what you guys think. Blue Crew, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you do. What do you think? Reach out to me at mtgectoplasm@gmail.com or mtgectoplasm on Twitter, and let me know what you think. Because honestly, unfortunately, it's it's not on MTGO yet. It's on Arena. I've seen it played on Arena, and oh my god, oh Lord, wow, wow! I'm excited for this card, and I'm excited that I got to play it, test it out. Wow! But the question is, will you be saying wow? Let's find out. So next time, ladies and gentlemen, you're kicking your opponent's ass. Make sure they say that's bullshit.